High in the remote peaks of the Scottish Highlands, shrouded in mist and silence, lies the village of Blackthorn, a scattering of grey stone houses, huddled together as if for protection against the biting wind. Blackthorn is a place untouched by time, seemingly forgotten by the outside world. The only road leading in and out, a treacherous ribbon of asphalt clinging to the mountainside, is rarely used. Few dare to venture near, and those who do speak of a palpable unease, a chilling sense of being watched. Blackthorn is not on any modern map. Its existence is whispered in hushed tones by locals, a chilling folktale passed down through generations. Some say it is cursed, haunted by the spirits of its past residents. Others believe it to be a place of dark secrets, hidden from the world for a reason. Whatever the truth, Blackthorn remains an enigma, a place where time seems to stand still, and the silence speaks volumes. The village's isolation is not a recent phenomenon. Local legends speak of Blackthorn's inhabitants always being insular, shunning contact with the outside world. They were a deeply religious community led by a charismatic but enigmatic figure named Thomas Everley. Everley, a man of considerable wealth and influence, ruled Blackthorn with an iron fist. He preached a doctrine of self-sufficiency, urging his followers to reject the temptations of the modern world. Under Everley's leadership, Blackthorn became increasingly isolated. Contact with the outside world dwindled to almost nothing. The villagers, once farmers and tradespeople, turned their backs on their traditional livelihoods, focusing instead on Everley's teachings. Whispers of strange rituals and ceremonies began to emerge from the village, carried on the wind to the ears of those who dared to listen. Blackthorn, once a place of simple living, was becoming shrouded in an atmosphere of fear and suspicion. Thomas Everley, with his piercing gaze and commanding presence, held the villagers of Blackthorn in his thrall. He preached of a coming darkness, a cataclysmic event that would consume the world. Only by following his teachings, he claimed, could they hope to survive. His words, imbued with a chilling conviction, resonated deeply with the isolated and increasingly fearful villagers. Everley's teachings grew increasingly bizarre. He introduced elaborate rituals conducted under the cloak of darkness, designed to ward off the impending doom. These rituals, often involving chanting, animal sacrifice, and the consumption of strange concoctions, were shrouded in secrecy. Those who dared to question Everley's methods were swiftly silenced, disappearing from the village without a trace. Fear and paranoia became the norm in Blackthorn as the village descended further into a spiral of madness. Section 4. The Silence Descends. The strange events in Blackthorn did not go unnoticed forever. Rumors of the village's bizarre rituals and the disappearance of its residents reached the authorities. A small team of investigators was dispatched to the remote village, tasked with uncovering the truth behind the unsettling rumors. What the investigators found, or rather, didn't find, was even more disturbing. Upon arriving at the village, they were met with an eerie silence. The houses were deserted, their doors hanging open as if abandoned in haste. Personal belongings lay scattered, meals left half-eaten. The villagers had vanished without a trace, leaving behind an unsettling tableau of interrupted lives. Blackthorn had become a ghost village, its inhabitants swallowed whole by some unknown fate. Section 5. Unmasking the Horror. The disappearance of the Blackthorn villagers sent shockwaves through the nation. Theories abounded, ranging from mass suicide to alien abduction. The investigators, however, were no closer to the truth. The village yielded few clues, the silence amplifying the sense of dread that permeated every corner. It was as if Blackthorn itself was holding its breath, concealing a dark secret. Desperate for answers, the investigators began excavating the village. They meticulously searched every building, every inch of ground, hoping to find something, anything, that could shed light on the fate of the missing villagers. Their efforts were not in vain. In a secluded clearing, hidden beneath the shadow of the imposing mountains, they unearthed a chilling discovery that would forever change Blackthorn's legacy. Section 6. A Grave Revelation. The discovery sent a chill down the spines of even the most hardened investigators. Beneath the soft earth lay a mass grave, its gaping maw a testament to the horrors that had unfolded in Blackthorn. The skeletal remains of dozens of individuals, men, women, and children, were piled haphazardly, their bones intertwined in a macabre embrace. The The expressions frozen on the skulls were not those of peaceful slumber. Instead, they were contorted in silent screams, their empty sockets seeming to stare accusingly at the living. The villagers of Blackthorn had not simply disappeared. They had been brutally murdered, their bodies discarded in this unmarked grave. But who was responsible? And what drove them to commit such a horrific act?